President Trump is still railing against Twitter on, of all platforms, Twitter. he tweeted a little while ago that there will be, quote, big action coming out against social media giants, although he did not elaborate. I'm all for this. I'm tired of the social media giants acting in the way they're acting, and I would love to break them up, as Elizabeth Warren and others have suggested. So if the president wants to go after Twitter, I suspect he'll get very few people on either side of the aisle that give him a hard time about that.
Yeah, you know what? I'm you know me. I'm a free market capitalist for the most part, and I hate government intervention, government coming in and breaking things up and demanding how commerce and businesses run. But I have to say, this is one instance where these companies are so monopolistic that they can actually call balls and strikes now on First Amendment. And when it hits as high as the president, I mean, he needs the platform, but if I was Jack Dorsey, I'd watch my backside, because somebody smart is going to encourage the president to bring all his followers to another platform. And, you know, these things are a flash in the pan sometimes. You never know. Remember, Jack.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I think it is unwise, particularly in the middle of a pandemic and 20% unemployment rate, for the president to spend as much time as he is fixated on this Joe Scarborough murder conspiracy theory. I wish he would focus on other things.
I think he's off it. I think he's off it now.
I'm not so sure. He was tweeting about it again this morning.
All right. Well, maybe he knows it's getting under Scarborough's skin, and Scarborough's always getting under his skin. So, you know, I don't know. There's something higher power going on, because we had Roger Stone on last week, and Roger Stone said Joe Scarborough was over at Mar-a-Lago every single day during the campaign, slugging down free drinks and eating food and everything on Donald Trump's dime. And according to Roger, what he said was Joe wanted to be vice president, and when he wasn't, he got his, he got a little thorn in his side, and then he turned into this. So I think there's more going on, but I'm with you, Frank. I wish the president would not lower himself to that, you know?
Yeah, I mean, who needs it? Who needs it?
I'll just say one word to Jack Dorsey also. Hashtag MySpace, you know, it happens.
Ooh.
It really happens. And, you know, there should be there should be an alternative platform that has, you know, no fact checking, no guides, like Friendbook or something. You know, when you go on there, you read it at your own risk. But it's amazing that they're actually censoring the president. It's amazing.
Well, it is interesting, and of course, we're also watching this this flight that's going to take place out of Florida. If successful, this mission to send Americans back into space will mark the end of a decade-long reliance on Russia to send American astronauts into space. Yep. So it will be nice to see that thanks to Elon Musk and NASA, that at least we can still send people into space occasionally.
Tremendous. Into space we will go, and beyond. When we come back after this, I mix up a drink. David Eisenbach and John Burnett mix it up on the topics of the day.
Most financially successful people own assets that make them money while they sleep. They usually own real estate, vehicles, intellectual property, equipment, and more. These assets make passive income through leases, subscriptions, royalties, and fees that don't require time, energy, or attention. Your assets do the work, and you collect the check. So what kind of asset should you buy? The most valuable companies in the world, like Amazon, Google, and Apple, all have the same thing in common. They make a majority of their revenue from data technology assets, storing, collecting, processing, and providing data. It's all about the data. What if you could own data tech assets with a low upfront cost? Introducing Apex, a proprietary technology built to process and mine data and render artificial intelligence and 3D gaming at exceptionally high rates. Apex Tech has partnered with SafeTech, a subsidiary of a publicly traded company called InvestView. SafeTech's business model leverages Apex technology to disrupt the multi-trillion-dollar data tech industry, giving you the competitive advantage. SafeTech's growth strategy is to capture a significant share of the market. SafeTech will enter into a 60-month lease with owners of Apex Systems. Why would they do that? Why not just buy all the equipment themselves? The same reason most companies lease instead of own: to scale quickly without the upfront costs and for the tax benefits. So how do you get started? You purchase an Apex system. Then you can lease it to SafeTech for 60 months at a rate of $500 per month. That's a total of $30,000 paid to you over the life of the lease. So what's your responsibility besides purchasing the Apex system? Nothing. During the lease, SafeTech is responsible for any maintenance costs to keep things running for you. Just collect a check every month for the next 60 months. This tremendous financial opportunity positions you to follow the strategies of the financially successful. You can leverage data technology to produce passive income that generates revenue without your time, energy, or effort. This is what is meant by creating multiple streams of income. But the opportunity to participate will not last forever. If this concept fits your financial goals, take action today while you still have the chance.